If you ever wonder why it is so easy for certain people to start a business today and it looks like overnight they are massively successful, if you ever wonder what is their secret weapon and you think maybe they hired the best of coaches, maybe they had a lot of money when they starting out, you'll find all those maybes to justify why they are suddenly, okay, coming becoming rich, famous, making money. Is it a formula? What is happening? And why is not that your story or my story? The answer is simple. Today, inside brainwashing yourself with, and I can't talk, and I'm not cutting that out because you need to understand that I'm a real person. Inside brainwashing yourself rich, today we're going to discuss 5 elements, 5 principles, 5 steps that's going to help you get to your success better. Actually, it will one you one up and it will help you literally escape the poverty of the matrix. So, hey, what's up, everybody? Let's get into it. Okay, I thought very fast. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to teach myself to slow down because I get extremely excited when I'm saying those things. And sometimes I go too slow, and then it's like, oh, okay, well, she's bored. I'm not bored. I am actually very hyperactive. And yes, it takes a lot to calm me down. I'm always going, and gone. So, what's happening? There are 3 reasons personally and intentionally and mindset reasons and God reasons why it is more difficult for you to create wealth than it is for other people. First of all, I have to warn you, you are chosen to have kingdom abundance. What the heck is kingdom abundance? Kingdom abundance is creating wealth in a way God has it set up. So once you take a handle on it, it's going to be passed on from generation to generation. Okay. And you're going to understand that the only reason that you do anything at all is to leave riches to your children. The kingdom, the sovereignty, you're going to live for it, work for it, breathe it, and all of those things. So, what are the reasons why it is so difficult for you to create wealth than it is for anyone else? First, you have to understand this. The difficulty it is because poverty itself is warfare. You are in warfare. Okay, we all are, and we're going to talk about that a little bit deeper. Okay. The second reason is because you fear money, and that's why you are afraid of success and afraid of failure, blah, 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 all those nonsense. I know I had them too. Okay. Then the last reason is your mindset. You don't understand what mindset is. And I know you're going to say, well, but mindset is everything. Yes, mindset is everything, but are you doing mindset on? Let me tell you, I'm the queen of mindset. And if I'm telling you that you are confusing mindset with beliefs, then you are. Because guess what? That's my code of wealth. That's what God gave me as a gift. I'm the queen. I rule over that, just like God will over everything else. So, in today's episode, we're going to get deep into what it is that you can do right now to escape poverty. And when I'm in poverty, I'm not saying like you are where I was 7 years ago, you can't eat, you have to struggle for everything. No, actually, poverty is not the absence, okay, which is point number 1. Okay. You have to learn to hate poverty. What is poverty? Poverty is not the absence of not having. Poverty is actually being in warfare to create wealth. A lot of people don't understand why they are not creating wealth, but you are not creating wealth because you're in warfare. If it is difficult for you, more difficult for you to make money than anybody else, that's warfare. What's stopping you from making money with ease and flow? Warfare. If it feels like you have to work 20 million hours a week in order to make what somebody makes in a day, that's warfare against your skill, against your knowledge. But what we are doing, we are not paying attention. And I take a lot of notes I mean, pages of notes, and we're gonna get into it. Okay. So number one, you have to realize that you are in warfare with poverty, and the reason that you stay there is because you are womancing poverty. What do I mean by womancing poverty? Womancing poverty is the fact that we say things like, "Oh, God will not give me anything I can't handle. So I'm gonna push, I'm gonna prove, I'm gonna find a way." Okay, here's the thing. That's not true. Okay. God did not give you those problems. Go lay them at the cross. That's the warfare. The good news is, okay, the good news is, now that you know that's not the problem, then what's the problem? Okay. The problem is the fact that those difficulties that you have in your life exist. Why is that a good news? Now you can find out why they exist and you can eliminate the warfare. So how do we eliminate that warfare and come back to talent sovereignty where we can actually create wealth? You go into use the law of polarity. So right now, if you are in poverty, there's a great chance you can make money. How can you make money? First, you're going to stop womancing poverty. You're going to stop saying things like, okay, you're going to stop saying things like God put you through this. What God wants you to understand is the fact that I put this obstacle in your way so you can learn to overcome. Not be the victim, but become the overcomer. What happens is when we are in difficulties, what do? We become the victim. It's all about, like, you get into this consciousness level of me, 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 me. Everything is happening to me. Nothing is going right. Why me? Why me? Why me? Why me? Why not you? Why not you? You are strategically placed in this position to overcome it, to make more money, have more abundance, and create the life that you want. Nothing is free, by the way. Wealth, money, success, all of this is a frequency that you need to tap into. But in order to tap into that frequency, you have to lift your foot and hand. You're going to have to learn to punch. Okay, I had to learn to. Okay, I had to learn to do that. I had to learn to get out of my comfort zone and actually say no more to poverty. Life will only give you what you asked of it. If we keep romancing it and we say, well, God will not give me anything that I can handle, instead of go laying this at the cross, yes, I'm going to preach to you. Okay, so when we have burdens, we have difficulties, we have two options. We can sit down with it and do nothing, or we can go lay at the cross and we say, well, where do I go from there? What do I do from there? So number two, you have to understand what is mindset. People think mindset is changing disbelief. Oh, I need to rewire my mind. I'm going to recite 1,000, million, hundreds of whatever affirmation that is. And I'm going to tell you why, especially money affirmation, why you should not do them. Again, unpopular opinion, but you should never do money mindset affirmation, because it's you taking the power out of your hand and give it to the money. It's you worshiping the money. So now the money taking all your powers away from you. And when the money is running, and then you're like, okay, I'm going to run after it. And then the money says, and it's, no, you can't catch me. Why? You already have given it all your power, and because you have given it all your power, now you have no power left to sustain. So now your solar plexus is running on empty. Your machine has no gas in it, because first of all, you don't believe those things that you are saying, and because you don't believe them, then none of them is happening, and you're tired. Instead of going back to lay those burdens, what do? I'm gonna do bad all by myself. Stop doing that. Okay. So what is mindset? Mindset is having the right perception about what you desire. Okay. I don't know how to make this video less bright. I promise you I only have one light, but it's bright. And my camera setting is in like normal. So whatever the energy is, deal with it. Okay. But I feel extremely bright. So what is mindset? Mindset is having the right perception of what it is that you desire, the right beliefs about what it is that you are desiring, the right amount of strength and courage okay, to tackle all the challenges and all the good that come with what you are desiring. Okay, so what does that mean? Having the right perception. So that's mean I need to know without a shadow of a doubt, this is what it is to be the truth. You cannot set into maybe fact, it has to be truth. Again, how do I know the truth? Queen of Money Mindset here. Hello, that's my gift, wealth consciousness. Yeah. Then the right beliefs. How do I know that I have the right beliefs about money? Okay. A lot of people think, okay, I need to go start rewiring my mind. And that's where all of you get it wrong again. Because for some people, you don't have to go rewire your mind, go on a positive kick. You need to start from where you are. It's not just one person. You need to start from where you are. Where are you right now? If I hate money right now and I think money is difficult to get, and I need to use, okay, the power of the difficulty to break through and break free. But what do you all ninjas, including myself, do? What do? We try to get rid of it. Okay. So I remember I went to that stage where I have to remove every block, remove everything, because this is what's stopping me from making the money. And I even write that entire 10 chapter book, which after I write it, God said, are you satisfied? Did everything that you think would go away went away? You went through it. You rebirthed. So what happened? And I say I'm still at the same spot that I was. And then I take the book. I think I sold 20 copies, and I take the book off the shelf. And God said, this will serve those people because this is where they are at the victim mode mindset. The things that I put in front of you, I put in front of you to conquer. None of them are there to kill you, to stop you. So how about we start exactly where you are? How about we use those same energies that you think blocking you, that you have to remove? How about we use those to conquer and make money? So that led me to know that everything that we're doing in money mindset healing, we are doing wrong because we are running away from the contract that's supposed to set us free. Okay, when we run away from what's supposed to set us free, then it looks like we never get result in anything because we're running away. How can we get result if we never actually do the work? And when people are talking about doing I'm gonna do the work, they don't know what the work is. Only few people understand the work, and you have to have the gift to understand the work. Be leery of people that tell you, well, go do some shadow work. Good luck. Okay, so now, what does it mean to have the strength and the courage? You need to understand it's a fight. Why is it a fight? Well, go ask the first people that ever lived, Adam and Eve. Okay, go ask Eve, why was she disobedient? Go ask, why did he listen to another voice that wasn't God's voice? Because she knew that wasn't the case. Don't ask me. Okay, I didn't create lack. She did. The moment that she decided that there is all this wealth around me, but I'm going to focus on what I don't have, that's when your training of lack started. I don't know if you realize your training of lack started with your forefathers. Poverty started with our foremothers and our forefathers. So none of us is actually innocent. Okay. She did it. She gave it to Adam. Okay, by participant, whatever. Then we all get into the mess. We all get the curse. Okay, we get into the mess. We get into the curse. So, how do we use that strength and courage? Is to understand whatever it is, it's not happening to us. It's happening through us. Because only when the inner compass is clear, okay, when you have clarity on who you are, what God created you to be, how God wants you to serve, how is it that how your representation of self become a beacon of light, a beacon of service to others, then you can create the wealth that you want. Okay, so how do we do that in our business? I'm going to tell you three things. If you do those right now, Literally, I don't guarantee things, but this is a guarantee. That's what I've done. That's what everyone in business nowadays has to do to actually make money without effort. Why do we don't do it? We don't do it because we are operating in the past. Why are we operating in the past? Because we have those blueprints that it works for them, it works for whatever, then it has to work for me. Principles in business doesn't really change. Trend does. Okay. Although I'm not one to follow the trends, but I know how they affect my business and how to actually use them to my advantage to make myself stand apart and make myself able to charge people whatever I want, because I teach high value things. Even when I go live, I'm going to teach you high value, high quality. And I'm not afraid that, okay, well, if I teach you, what am I going to teach in my coaching programs? Honey, I have plenty to teach because I'm connected to God. Okay. No one is my competition. I'm in competition with myself. I just have to be better than I was yesterday. It's just that simple. So what do you need to do now? Okay, number one, you're already doing it, but do it better. Create content that people want to consume, not what you want to consume. I used to do it. Okay, how long it takes me before I make any money online? 2 years. Why? Because I was creating things that I want to hear, I want to enjoy. I wasn't creating it for nobody. And this is why I get to that. So be leery of people around you, of the people that you hire. She said, tell the truth. She didn't tell me what type of truth that I need to tell. What was I doing? I was telling my truth. What was my truth? Things that was happening in my life, and relate them back to what's happening in my coaching business. People need to understand the truth that your entire life, there's a way to tell a story to make people care. But in reality, what people care about is, can I relate to you? And in what way? Sometimes we create clients that is just trauma bonding with us. And when I do that, I immediately retreat and say, oh no, we're not going to do that. Okay? We're not going to do that. So you need to create content that people want to enjoy. Okay? Not just for a like to say, oh, poor you, blah, 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 blah. No. Okay? How do you do that? You need to start researching. Now there's ChatGPT. There is a million of software that if you go say, I am a money mindset coach that help people achieve X, Y, and Z. Tell me what problem they have and tell me what type of content they want to consume so I can present that to them. ChatGPT will give you that in 10 seconds. Okay? Good speech. Sorry. Excuse me. So what's next? Okay. When you decided that you have this content that they want to consume, okay, you survey your audience, you use strategy, you use things that are available to you. What do you do next? You build a lead generation system that take traffic from your content and send them to a simple funnel. You don't need, okay, am I going to sneeze again? Okay. Okay, no. Okay, I'm good. So what do you do? Hold on. Okay, I'm good. What do you do? Your lead generation is supposed to capture, captivate, and convert. So what does that mean to have a lead? A lead is somebody that say, hey, you write great content. I want to learn more from you. So now you capture them. To captivate them, you need to have them consume more content. So now once they start consuming more content, what do they do? Oh, okay, like you present them with an offer and then they say, oh, okay, great. I'm in need of that. And sometimes you can ask them, well, what do you need from me? What do you want me to do for you? And then they tell you, and then you present that offer to them. But what you are doing right now, you probably are just posting on social media and they have nowhere to go. And every now and then you post a link to, sure, go back inside and I'm coming. That's my children. And of course, you're going to hear them often. And pretty soon they're going to be on camera and you'll see them. So what happened next? What are you doing next? Please go back inside.
Let's go.
What do you think happened next? When you do that, they have no direction. So they consume, they don't have anything else to follow up to. So they keep coming back to your profile. You offer them nothing, and they're not being captured, captivated, and converted. And then you asking yourself why? Because you are not doing it. You just letting them come and go as they please. As you have, I don't know, a common club. Everybody can come, everybody can go as they please. That's what you're doing. That's why you're not making money. But once you have these two systems, okay, when you have these two systems together, where you have content that people want to consume, and I have to stop right there. Creating this content, a lot of people think, well, I'm gonna start running ads. Trust me, I'm an ad guru. I've been running ads for, yes, you can. Just please go. I've been doing ads for about like 5 years now, and literally I can take $1,000, turn into 5,000, take 5,000, turn into 25,000. Once you collaborate with me and you have a good offer, you know who you are serving, and I can target to you. What is it now? Okay, my apology for this moment of silence. I had to just give my kids some direction. So a lot of people think, okay, if I just started out and then I just start running ad and everything going to be okay. But if you don't understand the message that you have, you're talking to the wrong audience, i.e. you are creating content that no one cares about. And I used to do that. I've done it for 2 years. And even now I take a hiatus to reinvent my content one more time, because you always have to reinvent yourself. Because guess what? People get smarter, audience gets smarter, even though you still have to speak to them like they're in third grade so they can understand the concept that you're pushing through, but you still have to innovate yourself, constantly innovating yourself. Okay. Then you have that lead system that is capturing for you. Okay. When you have kids, that's what happens. You can never sit down completely to film an entire 30 minutes or 40 minutes video. That's never going to happen. So now, okay, once you understand that your lid system is that something that you can decide, today I'm going to turn it on, tomorrow I'm going to turn it off. You can do that. I do that all the time. Let's say if I am revamping my message and I want my message now to focus on more business than it is spirituality, because let me tell you, I had to leave the spiritual community because that community was keeping me poor. Okay. So when I understood this mindset of it all, I had to literally go get away and stop using their languages, stop using everything they use, and just like, okay, I'm good. I'm good, because I'm not gonna buy into that. There's nothing for me to release. There's nothing for me to do, because who's in charge? God is in charge. Okay, I'm not in charge. God is in charge. If God tell me I don't have to go release things, I don't have to go do things, I don't have to be a victim, I don't have to be trauma bonding, so why am I doing it? Okay, so I don't have a way. So I want you to understand what's in your business that's going to move you forward. When you start creating content that people want and take action from, now they get into your lead system, they get captured, they get captivated. Now they're going to be converted once you start making them offers. Then what is the last step? You do it over and over again. Don't turn it on today and then say, well, I don't have money. That's not the way it goes. No business can survive without a budget. I have a budget for my business. This is my ad budget. Once you start, This is where everybody get it wrong. And I'm going to warn you. This is where everybody get it wrong. You have 2, 3 clients instead of you hiring an agency, an ad agency just like myself, to just like help you get to your next level, to get you to your 100K. What do? You go buy more coaching programs. So, and I done that. Okay. Again, that's what, the spiritual community had, I solely put that on the spiritual community, because it's like, well, there was always an up level. Those up level, those are internal, they're happening by themselves. I don't have to go look for it. Okay. I want you to understand, and I'm going to repeat that. Up levels happen by themselves. You don't need to go look for it. You don't need to go release years of trauma or whatever. The only reason that your trauma is bothering you is because you still feel yourself as a victim of your trauma. I'm going to give you an example. I was molested for 3 years. Okay, don't hate my mother. I don't hate her. She got paid for this to happen to me. So basically, she trafficked me. Okay, here's what I want you to understand from that. It used to always be poor me. And my defense mechanism, if I needed money, whatever it is, the first thing that I would say to myself is, well, maybe I'll find somebody to sleep with, because that was, that was the mindset. That was the thing. And I remember every time that man touched me, he would give me $20. How disgusting. Okay. When I realized what that man was doing was wrong, I literally instantly almost killed him. Okay. I hit him over the head with a bat. But that didn't take me away from being a victim of it. I was still a victim of it. But I can be the victor. This thing didn't happen to stop me from making money or to tell me to go be in the sex industry, because this is me now. I've been getting paid for it ever since I was like 8, okay, and it happened from 8 to 11. Then, okay, then that's what I'm going to do now. That would make me the ultimate victim of it. That's not the case. When I understand this called the sex money room, when I sit with that wound and I ask that wound, why did you happen? Why do I need to understand this? Okay. Now, for a long time, it's like, okay, you sexy, then you can make money, everybody will love you, and it's all of those things. When I was getting over, until now, it's still happening, I had to completely desexualize myself to heal myself. If I don't wear makeup, if I don't wear earrings, if I don't wear jewelry, if I don't have my hair sleek and shiny, if I don't wear revealing clothes, will I still be me? Will I still feel sexy inside? So that's how I take my power back. Okay. And guess what? I work with somebody 2 years on that. Nothing happened. Okay. Nothing happened until I stopped being a victim. Why did that happen in my life? Let me tell you why it happened in my life. I had to stop giving men my power over money. So what I learned from this entire thing is men have money. Men can do whatever they want. Okay. So whatever men want, you have to obey, because they make all the money. They have all the money. I had to know this because as a woman, the way my life is set up, I am an alpha female. Basically, I'm going to have to take responsibility for everyone in my life. And in order to do that, I need to learn that women can make money too. Okay, either way, but that's my soul contract. When I stopped being the victim, stopped trauma bonding with the person that was healing my sexual wounds, then it sure was just like magic, poof. Or I understood why it happened, and it doesn't have any hold on me anymore. This is why I work with people to understand why is that trauma meaning? What is inside that soul contract? Why did you have to go to that so you can come through this other side? Okay. You don't have to buy thousands in coaching. If you use that strategy to make $1, the same strategy can make $100. You just do it 100 times more. But if you think like me, you think like an entrepreneur, you're going to say, no. 100 people, that's too many people. I'm going to sell it at $10 so I can only need 10 people. No, 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 no. I'm going to sell it at $50 now so I can only need 2 people. So imagine now it's at $50, 100 people buy it. How much money do you make? So this is how entrepreneurs think. A lot of you get into entrepreneurship, but you are not thinking like an entrepreneur just yet. Okay. What is it that people do? Or I'm going to show you how to make 6 figures. You make $25,000 and then somebody is eager to take $25,000, $30,000 from it from you. And then you go back to broke to teach you how to make 6 figures. You don't need somebody to teach you how to make 6 figures. However, you need somebody to teach you how to stay a millionaire or be a billionaire. Okay, that I guarantee it's a frequency. And I know for a fact to enter that frequency, somebody that is in that frequency have to help you up because you need to learn their mindset. You need to learn to think like them. But trust me, the only reason 6 figures feel so dang hard to do is because you think 100K is a lot of money. It's not. And here's the trick to do. Okay. I only desire $100,000. That minimize it. So now it has no intrinsic big value anymore because now you make it small. You have to learn to make things small. The reason that your brain is not letting you, it's simply because you make it big. You have to learn to make it small. So that brings me to number 3. Okay. Do it on autopilot. If you don't do it on autopilot, you keep stopping it, then you're going to have feast and famine. It's like, okay, 1 month's good, 1 month bad. And I used to do that because, again, I was going back to buying all the coachings and whatever. And every time I make money, I give it to the coaching. I wasn't scaling my business. To scale your business, you need to do the same thing that you did the first time. Then when you want to actually start making millions and billions, you go to a high-level entrepreneurial coach, not coach, consultant. Okay. Don't go to a coach, go to a consultant. Consult with them because here's what that's going to do. When I consult with people, when I'm coaching, okay, we can coach for 20 million hours. When I'm consulting with people, 1 hour is $5,000. But what you're going to get for that $5,000 if everything you need to know to make your business successful, from building it from the ground up to make your first 100K. So if you pay me $5,000 to make your 100K, you have a $95,000 profit. Good for you. Okay, good for you. Now, if you want to continue on, okay, like, okay, I'm going to hire you full time to consult with me. That's going to be, oh, okay, well, you want 8 weeks, 10 weeks, how many weeks? And I'm going to see you once a week for 1 hour each time for that $5,000 again and again and again until you come back. So you can understand, okay, this is the implementation. Show me what you implement. Where did you make a mistake? What we keep doing, we keep hiring coaches when we need consultant, and we hire consultants when we need coaches. And it's a whole bunch of fiasco. So what is the third pillar? Okay, the third principle is you need to understand what beliefs are and what they mean. Beliefs in this system is confounded and confusing with mindset. Mindset is not belief. Mindset, true perception, you need true perception, you need the true courage, you need true beliefs, okay, to do that, the right beliefs. Now, belief itself is the perception, is the acceptance of true or truth. What you accept is true. Just like right now, I'm teaching you, I am in my tiny living room in Pompano Beach, Florida. That's true. But 1 hour from now, I can be at the park with my children. That's true too. 2 hours from now, I can be in a plane. That's true too. What is the truth? Okay, the truth pretty much is absolute. That's what it is. The truth is the word. So if I say God is the creator of all things, truth. It's been proven. Truth. Okay, God is energy, truth. We are all spirit that live and emits to truth. Okay, so once you understand that, you need the difference between the perception Okay, perception, one of your perception can be it's hard to make money. What is the true perception? It's equally easy to make money, the law of polarity. If it's hard, then it's easy. If it can go up, then it can go down. Everything has an equal opposite force. Okay. So now number 4 is where that's going to blow your mind, because I swear I was the only person living like that. So as you need to know that I spent 7 years in deep poverty. And the moment that I was in deep poverty is in the era that I was like a healer. Okay. I'm still a healer, but I'm going to put it that one for you. I'm a goddess, I'm a healer. But I was deeply ashamed and afraid of money. I was deeply in poverty mindset and poverty consciousness. And my pattern were those of people deeply in poverty. When we are in poverty, what happens? How do we spend money? What is our consciousness? Your money consciousness is, I need to pay my bills. Your money mindset is, I hope I can pay my bills. So I worked. I was on Upwork. I was on Fiverr, deleted account. So you're not going to be able to find me then, because once I start making some money coaching, I delete those. Okay. So now I'm making $60, $40, up to $100, depending on the package that the person buys. And I could barely pay $700 in rent. I remember I was so broke, don't have a paycheck, didn't know how to do an expense report to give. I tried to apply for food stamp. I got denied because I didn't have a paycheck. One day I was stranded at Walmart and I called their dad and I said, it's raining. I walked to Walmart and pushed a son onto a stroller. I can't get home. It's been raining for 30 minutes and I'm sitting there. I don't know when the rain going to start. It was hurricane season. And so, I'm getting off work. I'll come. So while he was putting folding the baby's stroller to put it in the back of the car, I opened his little, whatever that thing called in the middle of the car where you can save your keepsake. I stole his check and I put it in the zipper of my pants. Okay. I went home. I reapplied for food stamp. 3 days later, I received a call and I have $251. That was God sent. Okay. God sent for me. Why? Because now I'll be able to pay the rent on time and still feed my kids. Well, I have to say my kid, I only had kid, okay, at that point. So here's the thing. It cost me blood, sweat, and tears. Is it costing you blood, sweat, and tears to get a client right now? Is it every 6 months, every 3 months, every 4 months, every year? Is it costing you blood, sweat, and tears at your work right now to make a penny? And here's what that means. That means I was making pretty much like $50, not every day, every other day. I didn't have a car, my car had repoed. So to buy food, that was a whole day of work. Okay, to wash my clothes, that was a whole day of work. To pay my rent, that was a whole month or more of work. So for a person that is making $10, $15 an hour, I need $20 of gas. That is 2 hours. I need to buy $100 worth of groceries. That is 5 hours. I need to pay rent for $1,300. That is a whole month. Okay. That is 40 hours times 4. That is 160 hours. So you're paying for everything, for blood, sweat, and tears. And then you're telling yourself, well, God cannot give me anything that I can handle. That is romanticizing poverty. You'll never get out of it if that's your mindset. Well, I'll find a way, I'll borrow the money. God will only give you what is meant for you, and that is wealth. We all have wealth. This is why God gives you intelligence. What God is looking for you to do with those burdens is to go lay them at the cross. But I couldn't go lay them at the cross because I was a goddess. No, it's funny to me. I was a goddess. Okay. So I was going to release my blocks. I was going to what they call it, do a ritual, okay? And then I'm going to do a sit, whatever ritual. It is so funny. Goodness, shit just flash on my wall, okay? And I was going to just woo something up, and then all my problem gonna go away. I'm a goddess, and I never forget. And I have one of my coach said, "You're a witch because everything that you said that you do when you're working with people, they know." And I call myself the business witch. And God kept laughing at me. Okay, God kept laughing at me. But actually, one thing that I've been good at is leaning into the guidance God is giving me. I never been afraid to show up and say, "This is who I am," but who the heck I am. Okay. I am a high priestess from the Mount Transit that order. I discovered that I was, first and foremost, everyone that is baptized, doesn't matter the religion, you are a kingdom priest or a kingdom priestess. When I was looking for my identity, because I did not like the witch wound, all of those things, it wasn't easy for me. And because those things wasn't easy, like, okay, this is the identity that I've been given because I've gained great result, but this is not my identity. And that's connect me with poverty because I don't know who I am and I don't know whose I am. Okay. So you don't know who you are. You don't know whose you are. Okay. You don't know who you belong to. And then you wonder, why am I not making money? Why am I struggling? You are in the likeness of God. And up until that imagination is open, those ideas start flowing, you cannot passively go past poverty. So I am in this area where everything is going, I'm a goddess, I'm a witch, blah, 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 whoop, whoop, whoop. And then it hits me. What if everything that I know about myself is false? So I summon Christ consciousness. And I'm like, if I can summon goddess, I can summon whatever gods. I know all of those things that I know. Then I can summon God. Okay. I'm a summon Christ. I summon Christ and I said, make it clear to me. Who am I and whose am I? And I've seen myself. For whose am I? So the first time, and that's it. I'm a priestess. I'm just orality. I'm not the orality, the money mindset healer. I'm just orality. I don't have to broadcast that I'm a priestess because it's just built in me. Okay. All of it is built in me. Then here's what happened. From this point on, my mindset went from I have to do everything with blood, sweat, and tears. I have to do everything by myself to I have some help. I can go lay it at the cross. I can figure out why it is happening, and I can make sure it stops happening if it's not serving me. So I go from victim. So when I discover who am I and I start struggling to make money, the second level is okay, now I'm making the money and all the money is always gone. It's like I make the money, I have more bills, I don't know how to manage everything. So now I become a middle class person that have good credit. Well, okay credit, it's not that good. Okay credit. And I keep buying stuff that the only thing they go into serve is the people looking at them, not me. Okay. So now I had to learn how to build wealth and actually how to become the person that have the wealth, maintain the wealth, and keep the wealth. So this is when it occurs to me, oh, okay, you can create wealth. You are the frequency of wealth. Everything that you need right here, right now, is right here inside the kingdom. And if I plug myself into the kingdom of God, I can get anything that I want. So a lot of you, okay, I'm not against spirituality. Okay, I'm highly spiritual. Okay, I still use energy. I understand how energy work, and I can tell you, if I did not go through all those phases in my life, I will not understand how to plug myself to the kingdom, to stay in quantum and do all of those things, helping people do none of that. Okay, so now this is what I understand. I was chasing money, I was worshiping money, but I wasn't worshiping God nor chasing God. Oh my God. Okay. I'm gonna repeat that. I was chasing money, worshiping money, but actually not doing anything God going to give me. Give me 1 second. Okay, here's the thing. You already complete the puzzle. You have to wait until tomorrow. You say 15 hours. So that's tomorrow. Okay. All right. Everybody needs to go. Okay, bye. So now that I understood that, I was chasing the money. I did not know anything with mindset, and I was teaching mindset. Trust me, the people that I teach makes millions. Okay, because they understood my concept. I wasn't applying my own concept. That's my entire truth, my whole truth, nothing but the truth. Got nothing to lose. Okay, so because I wasn't applying the concept, my mindset was that I have to work for money. Okay, I keep cutting off by my children because they need my attention. But hey, whatever. So when I understood this simple concept of okay, when I understood the simple concept of I don't have to work for money, I don't work with people for money. I dismiss 18 clients that was equivalent of $700,000. And I went back to zero because that was my entire book of high ticket client that hired me for a year. And I had to refund all their money because the year wasn't up yet. That was a risk that I had to take for the God within me. I was working on NDA. I couldn't use their anything. I couldn't use testimony. I was writing coaching programs, all of those things. I couldn't get credit for them. NDA do not disclose. So I decided I was going to get my life and business back. And in 2022, I did. Okay, I did. So I went from working for money, making money will make me rich, and the mindset that is leading me, okay, that is guaranteed to lead me to my millions is this. Because I'm rich, I make money. What does that even mean? I am from the kingdom of God. I'm plugged to all the abundance that exists in the world. I don't need to have money in my hands to be rich. What is riches to me? It's my intellect, it's the ideas that God gave me, it's the innovative things that I think about, it's the things that I do. Here's one thing. When my client comes to me, they're like, well, I know what I do for a living, okay? But I don't know how to market that. And in 5 minutes, I can come up with a plan for you in 5 minutes. It always blows my client's mind, the one that wants to. So let's say I have 2 levels of coaching. So if you are in the business accelerator, so I do it with you. Okay. So let's say you are a high level client, you come to me and say, "Okay, I have this software I'm developing, and I need to market the software. This is the group of people I want to market the software to. Okay, I want you to come up with all the things that I need." So the first thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to do her hidden business questionnaire for that client. So I'm going to put myself and I will say, "Well, tell me everything about your, your business." Then from that, I will write their entire business model and give it to them. Like their mind is blown. Like I know how to do the software, but I don't know how to do this. The same thing with my client in BGA. It's like, well, okay, well, I'm a tax preparer. Okay, great. Let's sit down. Let's put your hidden business together. Their mind is always blown. Like I would never think to put it together that way. So why do you think it's that? It's the spark of God within me. It's the likeness of God in me that gives me those ideas. I didn't come up with them. You think you just have ideas and you don't take action on it, but you have God ideas. How do you think rich people pay for things? Once I learned this, everything changed for me. They pay the same amount of money for a bottle of water as they pay for a Lamborghini, as they pay for a plane, as they pay for anything else in their life. They pay with it with an idea that become a product that they sell. You can do the same thing too. When I teach you the levels of value that will take you out of this matrix forever and bring you into your abundance, you will never look at the world the same way. And all of this, hold on one second. I have another sneeze coming. Okay, I'm good. Do I have a cold? I don't know. I'm pregnant. I don't know. My body changed every 5 seconds. So once I realized that that was a game changer, and I said, I can do the same thing too. I don't need to have money to pay for stuff. If I need to pay for stuff, I can create something that brings me the money to pay for it. Okay. Next thing you have to realize, rich people don't get paid with money. Their assets pay them. So you have to think about how can you create assets or buy assets that can pay you later. So now that was, I think, number 4. Okay, you understand your pattern. Number 5, for the love of God, have mercy on yourself. Get a mentor. I don't care if it's on YouTube. I don't care if it's on Facebook. I don't care if you're paying for it, not paying for it. Get a mentor. Anybody that ever achieved a level of success, okay, have a mentor, because you don't know everything. Somebody gonna have to teach you the rope. Okay. One thing Tony Robbins said that stick with me when I briefly worked with his company. Okay. If you want to achieve any level of success in anything, you need to find somebody that is operating at a superior level than you are. You need to adopt their mindset, their physiology, and what else? He said 3 things. You need to adopt their mindset, their physiology, and their attitude, something like that. Okay. So what that means? You have to think like they think. Okay. So if you are adopting me, well, I'm not a lazy thinker. I'm a deep thinker. Okay, so you're going to learn to think deep. So you're going to adopt my physiology. So do I talk to you like this? No. Do I talk to you like that? No. I am a happy person. I have a lot of energy. So you're going to emulate those things about me if you are copying me. Okay. Then you're going to make sure that you have my attitude. Do I have a negative attitude? How do I present myself? You want to present yourself the same way, because the blueprint always start like nothing is new under the sun. Nothing at all is new. Everything is already created. You can innovate it, but everything is already created. Just like whatever you're going to do, the only reason it's different is because it's coming from you. You have a different energy. You have a different attitude. You have a different way of thinking. Okay. So for the love of God, get a mentor. And I know you're afraid of getting on those calls. Get on them, because the only reason a person is selling to you is to help you. I don't sell to people. My people always say, well, okay, I want this, because when you get on a call with me, For me, it's simple. I just lay out, you tell me your problem, and I'll give you the solution. And I tell you what it will cost you to have both. Like if you solve it, this is where you can be in a year. If you don't solve it, you try to solve it by yourself. It's a gamble. So you do you. You do you. But this is absolutely have been amazing sitting here and bringing the first episode to you. I cannot wait to come with the money mindset episode to you that is happening on Tuesday. I don't know the date, the 26th or something. I don't know. But what I want you to understand is this: you have the power to get out of the matrix and have the wealth that you desire. You have the power to plug into the kingdom of God and actually tap into your sovereignty. Okay. You don't have to reclaim it because God never take it away from you. It's always there. Okay. Your powers are always with you. And we're going to talk on Tuesday. How are you giving your powers away to money? Are you worshiping money and to take that power back from money and give it back to yourself so you can be on your way of creating the wealth that you want? This is why I'm brainwashing you. And I want to tell you this if you don't see me making a lot of offers, because I'm working currently with everyone that I'm working with, and I'm gonna have another offer coming soon. Oh, yes, I have one more space into the master class. Okay, money breakthrough. I have one more space left, and that's about it. Well, if you don't know what it is, well, read the last email. It will tell you everything about it. And what I want you to know, everything that I'm doing is to stretch you like a rubber band to the capacity that you think you can be stretched, and even more. Here's the thing: even when you don't believe in you, I believe in you. And I have that to a fault. Okay. I'm like that to a fault. Even when you don't think you can accomplish anything, I see you, I know what you can accomplish. And I will not stop talking your ears until you do it, because that's why God put me in your way.